Hello, Sue. Hello, Y Vector. Hello, it's Joe time. It is Joe time, or it's very close to Joe time. It's not quite Joe time yet. I gotta say hello to a few people. Wonder if I could switch up my intro and just start drinking my coffee. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I will, because it's Joe time. Hopped on and said it's Joe time. For anybody out there that's been watching a long time, have a very long and somewhat purposeful introduction to my show. At least it's purposeful to me. I don't know really how I can just roll into, I don't know. It'd be like telling an actor to start a speech halfway. Not that I'm an actor, this is a speech, but I do an intro every day where I say certain things and describe the show and what it's doing. Happy Easter to you, Joe. Because it's Joe time, Joe, I changed up my routine and I'm drinking some coffee already. And thank you all for joining. Thank you all for joining. And we got several Joes. We got a Mike. We got a Susie. You always got a Mike. Also, I don't know, people of a certain age probably always have a Bob or a John. I had an Uncle Bob and an Uncle John. And, yeah, I don't know, names change. So, you got me some, yeah, well, that's cool. I appreciate the bread. Shampoo advice. We've got some comedians on first thing. What would be my shampoo advice? I probably have some. I used to have hair. I still have memories of hair. I don't know. I like coconut as a smell. Speaking of coconut, good morning to you. And happy Easter. It's a very special day, and I don't want to over talk about religion or even this holiday because I'm not that educated in faiths or spirituality or what have you, but I know it's a big day in the Christian belief, and it's a big day to remind yourself and believe and go to church if that's what you do. And honestly, that's what I'm planning to do this morning, and I'm looking forward to it. And I haven't been to church in several months, and I just got a lot going on at home, and I had a lot going on in life over the last couple months. And as I often say, life got in the way. And I go to a church called Community Christian here in Naperville, and their motto or theme, if you will, is helping people come back to God. And maybe today's the day I need to go back to God. And today I'm looking forward to going to church, seeing some smiling faces. Hopefully, some people I remember, and remember me, and shaking some hands and saying happy Easter and smiling and just being around a nice community of humans. So looking forward to that. But before I do that, let's drink some coffee. But anyway, not only is it Easter, it's Sunday, it's March 31st. It's the last day of the third month of the year. And my name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. And if I don't say this, somebody might complain. So good morning to you, if I haven't said it already. Again, I just woke up, and I rolled out of bed, and I got my coffee started, and I didn't even take my dog Holly out. I don't know where she is. I think she's up in one of the kids' bedrooms. So my day's really turned upside down. But I did want to say good morning to y'all, and get my day started with a cup of coffee and a little live show, even on this holiday. And I don't know how much I have for you. I don't know how long I'm going to talk, but this is a show I've been doing for a long time, a show that's become part of who I am, and part of what gets me up and gets me smiling every day and feeling optimistic. And I realize talking in life makes me feel better, and engaging with people seems to help me raise my spirits. And a lot of times, last night included, my spirits need raised. I got a lot of changes happening in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and I was fretting about them last night, and I was worried about them, and I was afraid at several times, and I felt kind of panicky, and I found myself maybe it's Easter for a reason. And I found myself praying and asking for guidance and asking for peace and asking for uh, answers, I guess. And I don't know if I got answers or not, but I did get some solace and did feel better and was able to find my way back to sleep several times during the night when I wasn't sure I'd be able to. And glad I did. I woke up this morning, I came out, and the kitchen's decorated with Easter eggs and Easter baskets, and looked super festive, made me kind of smile and feel happy for the kids that are going to come down in a couple hours and see the cute baskets and the cute little gifts and all those chocolates. I'm hoping they eat the chocolates, and lest I have one and break the seal and go after the rest. But I'll try not to do that. I'll try and be good and let the kids eat the candy and let the kids enjoy the holiday and kind of sit back and stay out of the way and go to church, see if anybody who wants to come with me. And if they don't, that's cool. And I love going to church by myself. So a little more coffee. Again, I feel, since I've shaken up the intro, I feel a little confused and a little out of sorts this morning. I usually announce the coffee I'm drinking, but I got talking about Easter, heaven forbid. But I'm drinking the cinnamon dolce this morning, and by Starbucks, and it's probably my favorite coffee. And I love the smell of cinnamon, love the smell of coconut. I love the flavor of both in coffees. And the coconut. Somebody asked me earlier. People are asking all sorts of. Fortunate. I don't have my glasses in, and I used to wear reading glasses all the time. It was interesting. I started needing them when I turned 45. But I went to the library yesterday, and I just kind of have fallen out of habit of probably reading or requiring reading glasses, and didn't have them at the library, and got a newspaper out, which felt so good. I used to get a subscription to the newspaper for a bunch of years, and went to the Naperville Public Library. I live in Naperville, and which is a town of about 135,000 people. Excuse me, I got to take care of some business. Sometimes you got to take care of some business when you're doing live shows. You get people on that, I don't know, for some reason want to distract you and cause trouble, and even on the holiday. So it's best to have people that want to distract you and cause trouble out of your life. And the beauty with social media is you have the power to do that. So I had to take care of a little business. But anyway, again, went to the library yesterday, just kind of was in downtown Naperville and enjoying my day. And it was a gorgeous, gorgeous day. And brought out the newspaper and read it, and was amazed that I almost don't feel I need reading glasses anymore. And I don't know, that's the end of that story. But again, it's Easter morning. It is 5:45. And I don't know how much I have for you today. I usually can talk for 30, 45 minutes, but today I'm just getting going, feeling a little out of sorts, and feeling like I had a kind of iffy night's sleep. But I did want to hop on with you today, as I think it's an important part to the start of my day, and always makes me feel good and gets me in a little better mood as I move through my morning and through my day. So I'm going to drink a little more coffee. If a thought comes to me, I'll share it with you. If it doesn't, that's okay. Not everything was meant to last forever. And again, sometimes I think I hold on to some things a little longer than intended. And again, some things pass through your life, and like careers or even relationships or feelings or hair, but they weren't meant to be there forever. And it's okay to let go. So happy Easter to you. Kevin, thank you so much for hopping on. And Home Surgeon, good morning to you. I'd feel remiss if I didn't mention the basketball game, but it's probably just as well that I don't. But it's too late now. I just did. Went out last night. I said I was downtown Naperville, and went out to a bar I used to go to all the time. Felt a little out of place. Was there by myself, and I was just drinking water. But I watched the Illinois University of Connecticut basketball game as an alumni of U of I. I was excited. I was hoping they'd win and make it to the Final Four. But it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. And there's times in my life I think that probably would have been devastating. I guess when you're younger, you kind of idolize sports teams and sports players, and you remember the stats on every baseball player, the back of their baseball card, and you know what they hit. And this is going to date me. In 1980, Jerry Morales on the Cubs hit 328. It's weird the things you can remember. And it's weird the things you can remember. But yeah, I watched last night, and I mean, I was okay with them losing. They looked like they lost to the better team, but again, back in college days, when you put your hope and your faith into a sports team or a sports player or a baseball or a football or a basketball player or what have you, maybe you're bound to be I don't know, disappointed from time to time. And maybe that's why it's important on this Easter holiday to remember to not put your faith in places or people or sports stars that won't be able to live up to your expectations. And maybe that's why it's important to have faith or hope or belief in a higher power. And again, I'm not telling anybody to believe anything, but I'm just kind of talking through my thoughts and why it's been important for me to have somebody to talk to over the last few years when I've needed somebody to talk to. And somebody said, this guy wants to be a preacher so bad, laughing out loud. It's interesting you say that. I thought about that. I think I should do something with speaking or inspiring or talking, at least. And I've always used my gift for gab, if you can call it that, in a sales profession that I don't think fit my skills or fit my wants or fit my needs or fit my cares. And I always felt like I was kind of doing the wrong thing and trying to talk people into things that maybe they did or didn't want to be talked into. And I always felt out of place and not fulfilled and not in a career of meaning for me. And just by doing my talk show, this little podcast or whatever you want to call it, live video every morning, I feel like I'm in a better fit. And I talk about things that matter more, like faith or sobriety or mental health or relationships or financial ups and downs, to real issues that people are struggling with, and not just trying to get them to buy or sell something and generate a commission. And again, I don't think you meant it in the kind way. I think I think you were mocking me when you said I want to be a preacher so bad, but I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I'll change it to Preacher Ken from Coffee with Ken. I don't know. But I still get to drink coffee, right? Even as a preacher. But it's 5:53. I think everyone's going to be up a little early today. I think the big kids will be because I don't know, they know it's Easter. The little ones will hopefully sleep in as late as they do. But the big ones will come down, probably eat their chocolate, then go back up to bed. But anyway, I'm looking forward to having a good Easter, a happy Easter, and I hope you do as well. Hope your weekend is going well. I hope you had a great week last week. Hope you're feeling good and not feeling alone, especially on this Easter holiday. Even if you don't believe, take a moment and talk to yourself or say a little prayer or thank the Lord for something. Because I know every time when I'm feeling stressed and anxious, if I just breathe out, thank you, Lord, whether you believe or not, it always makes me feel a little better. And I think that's the importance of spirituality or religion or faith or whatever you want to call it. It's all grounded in gratitude and being thankful to a higher power or thankful to God. And when you're thanking somebody or something or someone, I think you're in a good place mentally and feeling good. And your heart and your mind are in union. And again, because a lot of times, last night included, I woke up and was stressed out and worried about a ton of different things that I'm going to have to deal with in a few weeks. But just finding a little bit something to be grateful for, or thanking the Lord even without anything specific, made me feel better and made me feel okay and allowed me to drift back off to sleep. So thank you, Lord, for this cup of coffee and the whole pot I have there. And thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day we're going to have today. And I'd like to wish everyone a happy Easter. I want to thank you so much for joining me on this Sunday morning. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Again, you're having a great, great weekend. You're feeling good. You're loving yourself. You're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.